Before accident, I mean, she was an incredible athlete.
I'd run 10 miles one day and then 5 miles 2 other days. Played tennis probably 3 or 4 days a week. I had a traumatic brain injury in 2011. I fell and hit my head on the corner, granite top of a bedside table, and fractured my skull.
You know, the doctors will say, but for the fact that she was in such great shape, she probably wouldn't have lived through her injury.
After my accident, I was in a coma for 3 weeks. I was in the hospital for 4 months.
And down, and lift to the side. Great, and down, and then externally rotate out to the side.
And I was in a rehab, full-time rehab for another 6 or 7 months. I, couldn't reach my head. The spasticity in my legs, there was zero balance. I mean, it was very hard to walk. It just made my movement very difficult.
It became really very apparent after Cynthia's accident that spasticity was going to be her major issue that she was going to have to deal with to get better.
It's not that hard. Spasticity for me just limited my movement. I mean, of course, the mind-muscle connection is all screwed up.
I mean, it's just this devastating inability to be able to move how you want to move.
Spasticity will occur any part of the central nervous system, which is the brain stem, and into the spinal cord. When you have a lesion in that upper tract, it messes how the signals go out to the lower. So each person has their own unique motor disorder. And there's about 300,000 Canadians estimated that have spasticity, 3 million Americans, and multiply that around the world. So it's a huge source of disability.
When we saw Dr. Winston, I knew he was one of the few really preeminent doctors dealing with spasticity.
I'm a physical medicine and rehab specialist here in Victoria, which means I'm a physician that really specializes in the functions of the body. We look after the body after it has an injury to restore function with whatever means that we can.
I was very skeptical in the beginning of this treatment because I was like, come on, dude, it's been 12 years since my accident. How can he really do anything? But this is a game changer for everyone with spasticity, I believe.
And the results are immediate. When you do cryo, you get the result, and then it gets better over months. When we would do toxin, you would just wait for the results. When you do surgery, you get a cast, and you wait for weeks, or often worse.
And I told Dr. Winston when I came back for a follow-up, I was like, you would have never seen me again if this hadn't worked. He's like, oh, I know. And so, yeah, I've come back to every follow-up every 3 months, taking the frickin' ferry from you know what I mean? Okay, excuse the crazy hair, but I want y'all to see something that I haven't been able to do for 12 years. Ta-da!
And now I don't have to do it and get yelled at because I do it terrible.
I noticed that just functionality improved so dramatically for me. Other people would think it was small changes. Small functional changes are like this big in my life.
And the results have been significantly better than anything that we have tried, and it's been life-changing for Cynthia.
Okay. And what about getting to your hair? We can see here, it's really this tendon. So the spasticity is so much better, but you can actually see this tendon. Do you want to just feel? Right?
Yes, it's like a blade.
Yeah, so what I should do today is release that.
I feel like I hit the jackpot with it. Again, I can't tell you, 12 years since my accident, and I've gotten more improvement since I've started seeing him than in the first 3 years.
I'll freeze it first so it's numb, and tendons don't really have any nerve supply, so it doesn't hurt that much. And it's a needle release. What I'll be doing is taking a small 16 gauge needle, and then we're gonna stretch you, so you're gonna get a stretch you've never had before. So you lift your arm up overhead, it'll be sore.
Oh my God, okay, seriously, did you see that?
Do it again.
Shh. Am I the only one who's amazed here?
Yeah, so, no, I'm happy.
Can you believe that, Jeff? Jeff, look at this. This is my hand touching my right ear.
And go against the wall a little bit for support and leave your arm there. Incredible. Okay, do it again, do it again. That's huge.
So is this your new goal?
This is our new technique, is adding, after we've treated all the spasticity and there's no more tone, we release the tendon if needed.
I mean, is no one else amazed by that? I mean, I haven't done this for 12 years by myself.
Yeah.
Isn't that? And do you see the reach?
Yes.
But do you
I
see
feel the reach.
Now the camera's away. Be proactive in your treatment. Don't just take what one doctor says. Get online and start researching. I did not do that. Thank goodness my husband did. He was so proactive that there is not a doubt in my mind, and I say this all the time, and you ask any of the doctors who have treated me, the severity of my accident, I would easily still be using a walker if Jeff hadn't pursued all the different routes. For me, a Texan, to find this kind of treatment on an island in British Columbia, in Canada, I would go to China to see Dr. Winston. I really would.
Yes.
Do you know how easy that was?
He's gonna be
I mean, I want to cry.
He's gonna be